shorty, you can make more money off a t-shirt and incense in your mixtapes than selling cocaine. Why get in trouble? Why even, now it's not even sensible. At least back then you could have said, stock job, you getting $5.50 an hour.
It made sense to do criminal shit.
Like, you know, rent cost this much. I gotta bust a move. Now you got opportunities to figure it out, and even if you don't, you got more an example of how they make examples out of people. Gangster just don't mean you a hood nigga that's a blood or a crip or shoot and bust your gun. Like this dudes who, you know what it's like to be in the hood your whole life and never get into no shit? That's some kind of gangster shit. How the f did you just duck? I'm over here, I got charges. These want to kill me. I got, I'm beefing over here. I'm stressed out. This nigga's chilling. They shooting jumpers, making his rhymes. Nobody's bothering this nigga. Like, if you gangster, stay gangster. Don't lead him down the road, though. I know this road is going to lead me to being f***ed up. If I know I've been down there, my homie been down there, my brother, my cousin, my other homie, here's the results of going down that road. And I let you as a shorty do that. And I'm supposed to be a gangster. No, you's a bitch.
Identity is so personal to people. And if they don't have that identity, who are they?
Hey man, welcome back to another episode of Exclusive Media TV. As always, I'm Freon, and I'm here to bring you the latest exclusive media content. So let's get right to it. Styles P said, "It's no point in selling dope these days." And I agree with him. He basically said that you have a better opportunity of making more money selling t-shirts, getting a decent job, stuff like that. He basically said back in his day, they was only paying people like $5 an hour. So that's why a lot of guys went towards the streets and stuff like that, because come on now, even back in those days, $5 an hour, that's nothing. So he basically just saying, if you were OG, stop leading these youngsters down a path of destruction. Like, if you went and did 5 years, 10 years, why get out and stir these youngsters the same way that you were stirred? Now, I understand, like, every youngster not going to get the message, Some youngsters want to do what they want to do, and that's fine. But the ones that do, because trust me, just like it's a bunch of ones that want to be in the streets, it's a lot that don't want to be in the streets, but they feel like they have no choice, or they was peer pressure to be in the streets. So he basically saying that, don't lead them down a path of destruction. Help them, give them advice, give them all the trials and tribulations that you went through in those war stories and stuff like that. And then he also said that, it's people in the hood that never went through nothing. And I agree with that too. It's people in the hood that become basketball players, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and stuff like that. But those are people who aren't bringing destruction to the community. So you got to think about that too. Like, the people that don't get bothered in the neighborhood, in the hood like that, they don't have no enemies. So when you out there on the streets, naturally you're going to make enemies, especially if you're selling dope and you on somebody else's territory, stuff like that. You're going to bring enemies naturally. So at the end of the day, it's just all about making sure the younger generation below you don't follow your footsteps and stuff like that. So shout out Styles P for keeping it 100, man, because it's a lot of OGs out here, or so-called OGs, that don't keep 100 with the youngsters. And they lead them down a path of destruction, and then be talking about some, it ain't my fault, he a grown man or she a grown woman. They gonna do what they want to do, yeah, but you could have stepped in and said, man, don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's a problem with a lot of communities, not just the black community, but every community, where you got some older people who still want to live out their glory days, their younger days, and try to get younger people to do things for them that they probably want to do for themselves and stuff like that, man. So shout out Styles P for keeping it 100, man, and, being mature, at his age and stuff like that. Because, again, it's people out here his age that's not mature and still try to live out their glory days and stuff like that, man. As you get older, you're supposed to get wiser. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, man. But shout out Styles P for keeping it 100, though. But look, as always, if you like the content, please like, subscribe. That way I can do more of these videos. And as always, appreciate y'all for tapping in to 100.